We're from group 9. We got the question number 2, which is the construction company you are collaborating with is currently working on a high-rise building and aims to prevent falls, which are a major cause of injury in the industry. In your group, discuss additional measures that can be implemented to minimize the risk of falls on the construction sites. Our first point is clear and safe work practices. Second is proper personal protective equipment, which is PPE. And our last point is comprehensive training program.
So let's start our discussion now.
Alright, let's go.
So as we know, at a construction company, there will be a lot of accidents that can happen. So one of the accidents that always happen there is falling from a very high place. So as a worker, how can we do to avoid this kind of problem? What do you think, Lily?
We can explain to the workers first about clear and safe work safety. In my own idea, worker safety first. Reduce the risk of accidents, injuries and fatalities. Also protects workers from hazards such as falls, machinery accidents and electrical risks. I do agree with you, Nurin, but I also think that PPE will be more effective way than clear and safe work safety. As you know, PPE refers to specialized clothing or equipment worn by workers to protect themselves. What about you, Sarah?
I think wearing PPE is a great idea, but I feel like giving them a training programs beforehand is a better one, because I feel like by giving them a training program, this can ensure the workers to understand properly what they can do and what they cannot do at their workplace to avoid any serious injury. So what your opinion, Lily?
I think it's a good idea, Sarah. By having a clear and safe work safety, environmental protection, prevent pollution, waste and environmental hazards, ensures proper handling and disposal of hazardous materials. What about you, Priya? That's a great idea too. From my point of view, PPE also beneficial as they provide workers equipment such as helmets. In this way, we can protect workers' head from falling high from a construction site. Here we go, Sarah.
I think wearing helmet is actually an important thing to do beforehand. But I think like if we give them a training beforehand, this can avoid themselves to let their guard down. So if they won't let their guard down, this can make sure for them to more alert and more be careful to in their workplace to avoid any injury. So what do you think?
I think it's a great idea. In my own idea, by having a clear and safe work safety, legal compliance helps the company adhere to government regulations and avoid fines or legal actions. Also, reduce liability in case of workers' accidents. What about you, Priya? Well, that's something interesting too. Now going back to PPE. PPE is more crucial because PPE also providing bright color clothing. This can help workers to stay visible and also reduce the risk of accidental falls. What about you, Sarah?
I think that's a great one because I feel like wearing bright jacket can make the workers more alert with themselves. But I think like if we give them a training program, this can make sure that themselves to be more focused on their job. Like if they focus on their job, they can make sure that the quality of their job is improved. So what do you think?
It's a good idea, yes, Sarah. By having a clear and safe work safety, in my own idea, boost productivity efficiency. Workers feel more secure and focused, leading to better performance. Also, well-organized safety protocols streamline operations and reduce interruptions. What about you, Priya? Well, I do agree with you. PPE also provides resident boots to help maintain grip on wet surface. Every worker at height should wear a full body harness as it can save work life as in serious cases. Another thing,
PPE also can come up with gloves with a strong grip are also important because during fall it can protect their hands from any serious injuries. What about you, Sarah?
I think wearing gloves is important and to avoid any accidents. And I feel like training programs, in my own idea, training programs is actually like more suitable for them because I feel like it's something like every worker should know beforehand to avoid any like falling, so that if anything accident happen, they can give their own they can do anything to avoid this kind of thing. What do you think?
I think it's a great point of view. By having clear and safe food safety, it strengthens employee morale and retention. Workers are more likely to stay in a company that values their safety. What about you, Priya?
I think PPE is the first line of defense. If we wear the gear like helmets and slip-resistant boots, we can reduce the impact of fall and uneven prevent them. And this way, we can also reduce the risk of fall from construction sites.
PPE is the best point other than us because wearing safety can be the reason of our safety. First, shield hands from cuts, burns, and chemicals. Gloves protect against sharp objects, extreme temperature, and chemical exposure. Different gloves are designed for specific hazards. If we land ourselves in sharp objects. Other than that, improve visibility and reduce the risk of falling. High visibility vests and clothing make workers easily to see, especially in low light area and near moving equipment. Also prevents workers from being struck by vehicle or machinery.
Okay, as we all agree about the PPE, I think like PPE is the last line of defense against the hazard that cannot be complicated eliminated. So because I think like PPE, like Priya said just now, wearing helmet and wearing like a safety jacket is more important than our own point, because I feel like PPE is the most important thing for the workers themselves before start their work or their job, to make sure that their safety is guaranteed, or to make sure that the risiko of getting hurt is low.
Alright, although everyone had agreed that PPE is the best choice amongst all the points that we had discussed.
I think that's a valid answer, but I feel like if for my training programs, I feel like if we give them training programs, this can reduce the numbers of workers that got injured when they do their job. So if this kind of thing happen, this can lead to a better quality of job, so that they can improve their skills and focus on their own job without worrying about their safety. So what do you think?
I think PPE is the best choice to avoid any accidents or injury that can be happen in construction company. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think like PPE is the better choice of
Yes.
all the our own point.
So we go with the PPE.
So yeah, I think PPE is the best.
Yeah.
I think that PPE will be more. Also think that PPE will be more effective than apa tu?